guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my makeup mess tag, which I was tagged in by the lovely Charmed Wench, and also like a quick get ready for me as I am getting ready for work. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you're all well and you're ready for a lovely weekend, basically. So I'm using my bunny ears or cat ears or whatever they're called, just to get my hair out my face. I'm going to be using the Primark PHR Perform, Hydrate and Recover Primer, and then the Avon True Colour liquid foundation in Ivory, because I'm trying to use it up as part of my project pan. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first question is, how often do you wash your makeup brushes slash sponges? And to be honest, not as often as I probably should do. I tend to use like a makeup brush cleanser most often. The lighting is really bad, I'm sorry guys. Yeah, I tend to use this makeup brush cleanser from Superdrug. I don't think you can actually get this anymore. But I tend to use that just to sort of cleanse them in between doing like a deep wash. But the deep wash doesn't happen that often because I'm gross. Right, how do you organise your makeup collection? To be honest, I don't actually organise it that much. I have drawers with bits and bobs in, and I do try and keep it organised, but I am quite messy when it comes to my makeup stuff. So yeah, it's not as tidy as it probably could be, but everything does have a place, it just doesn't always stay in it. I'm really sorry, I don't think there's anything I can do about the lighting situation, is there? So much for natural lighting. Oh, okay, so I've sort of answered this one. Do you put your makeup products away after you're done using them or leave them out for tomorrow? I'm just going to show you my dressing table just quickly. Can you see how messy that is? So I cleaned my brushes the other day, like proper deep cleaned them. And yeah, I haven't put any of them away. The makeup I use daily still sits there because I'm gross. So yeah, I don't. I'm really lazy with it. I tend to put like eyeshadow palettes and things away. Hang on, I'm just going to move this way slightly because I'm in front of the window there and I think that takes away some of the light. So yeah. Okay, it doesn't seem to make much of a difference, does it? But yeah, so if I've used like loads of eyeshadow palettes or whatever, I will put those away if I'm not using them again, but I am super lazy. Hang on, bear with me, I'm just going to find somewhere with better lighting. Okay, I think this is better. So yeah, I put eyeshadow palettes away if I finish using with them, and I know I'm not going to use them again that often, but because I'm trying to use a load of stuff in my project pan at the minute, I keep most of it inside this Look Fantastic box, just because if I put it away I would forget that that's what I'm meant to be using up, because I'm rubbish. There is nothing I can do about the lighting, I don't think, guys, it's just shite. The next question is, oh no, I wrote them all down and there's like loose or pressed powders. I actually prefer pressed, because I'm a super messy person, and if I use now I'm going to use the Stay Matte Rimmel just to like bake my face. So yeah, if I use pressed powders I tend to make less of a mess than I do if I use a loose. I do have quite a few loose powders that I've sort of been given or I've received in beauty boxes, but I just haven't had the chance to use them yet. I don't know what to do about the lighting. But yeah, so I definitely prefer a pressed powder to a loose. You're going to have to forgive me on the lighting for this video, guys. I'm sorry. The next question is, do you ever fall asleep without taking your makeup off? Not often. It is a very, very rare occasion where that happens. And that is purely because I'm absolutely exhausted, or we've been somewhere late in the evening, and then maybe here? We'll give it a go here. Just moving you guys around in the hope it works. So yeah, I would normally take off my makeup, but if we've been somewhere really, really late, I might not. But then it depends on how tired I am. Right, I'm just using the Avon Glow bronzing powder. Just to bronze myself up a little bit. So yeah, to be honest, it depends on how tired I am, whether I sort of am motivated enough to bother taking my eye makeup off. I do have like a little box of all my bits and bobs next to my bed that I tend to use before I go to bed, obviously. So my makeup removers and everything are in there, and I do tend to take it off almost every night, because I just don't like to leave it on. Then you wake up in the morning, your eyes are all crusty and gross. So I do try and take it off. The next question is, what makeup rules do you like to break? That's a bit of a funny one, really. I'm just using the, oh no, I'm not. I'm using the Saint or Sinner palette. I've been doing this same look at the minute. I've used Full Beam and then Dusk just to give my eyes a base, and then I use Flushed in the middle with a bit of setting spray just to brighten it up a little bit. So yeah, what makeup rules do you like to break? I don't like using a product specifically for what it's for. Does that make sense? So I don't like only using a highlighter to highlight. I like to be able to use it as eyeshadow, or yeah, I like to be able to use it in other looks. It's the same with eyeshadows. I like to be able to use, if there's a particularly nice eyeshadow in here, I might use that as a highlight. You know, it all depends on how I'm feeling at the time, what colours are there for me to use, just because I'm a touch fussy. And I like to be able to use different things for different things. I know a lot of people use all the Jeffree Star lipsticks as, like, you can use them on your eyes because they are eye safe. Things like that. I like that products can have a multi-purpose, but I don't like multi-purpose products. So I don't like the sticks that you can use on your eyes, your cheeks, your lips, because that freaks me out. I like products that have their own purpose, but that I can change and use them for what I want, if I want to. God, that sounds fussy, doesn't it, guys? The next question is, will you use a product even if it's cracked or broken? It depends how messy it is. Because if it is going to fall out all over the place every time I want to use it, probably not. I will probably tip out the part of it that is broken and then continue to use what's left of the product if it's not too messy. And I say this because because I'm sitting down doing my makeup and stuff, I tend to get it all over my lap. And I always get dressed before I do my makeup because I don't want it to go anywhere. So I find that if I'm going to, if I'm going to use a product that's broken, I really don't want it to fall all over my clothes. So yeah, I will tend to tip out the crappy bit and use what's left if it's in decent sort of nick, basically. But I don't have a problem with using broken or cracked products. It really doesn't bother me. Because it's exactly the same. It's just not as pretty looking as it once was. So, yeah, I'm not that fussy. to be honest. Do you wait to pan a product completely before you replace it? No. No, 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 no. I know I am doing a project pan, and I am excited to get to pan on some of these things, but it's like my Soft Does Nails highlighter palette. I rebought that palette purely because I'd cracked the box and I wanted to have a spare because I love that palette. So for me, it doesn't particularly bother me whether I've used it or haven't used it. You know, if I like a product and I know that it might run out or whatever, I get slightly paranoid makeup isn't going to come back. So yeah, if I get it, well, if I like a product and I can afford to get 2 of that product because of how much I love it, I'm going to do it. To be fair, I think that and concealers are the only, that palette, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it's this palette. And I absolutely love this palette. I haven't used it for a little while because I'm currently loving the Day to Glow kit one that Charmed Wench got me in our box swap, because I do love that palette. The white highlight, I'm going to use it in a minute, but the white highlighter in it is absolutely insane. But yeah, if I, let me show you. Right, this has got quite a dent in it. I don't know if you can see the dent, but if I could, I'm going to look out for this when I go shopping next. If I find this and it's not too expensive and whatever, or I can get the white shade on its own, I will buy it because I know I love the product. So for me, I don't have to pan it, which I don't know if is a good thing or a bad thing. I do want to try and use up certain makeups, but other ones I want to have in like a fresh supply. So I don't run out. And what if they stop doing it? What if they discontinue it? Then you're screwed. So I need spares. Sorry, I'm just looking at the time. What's the next one? How do you feel about sharing makeup? To be honest, I'm not overly worried about it. The only thing I definitely wouldn't share, and this is just me being fussy, is eye makeup, like mascara and eyeliner. Eyeshadows I haven't got a problem with, provided the brushes are clean, etc. But I will never share my eyeliner or mascara. And this is purely because about 2 or 3 years ago, I got conjunctivitis really, really bad. And I had it for like 3 months straight. It was a frigging nightmare. I'm just going to use a quick black pencil eyeliner to put along my waterline. So yeah, I got conjunctivitis really, I can't do anything about the lighting, can I? Yeah, really, really bad. And it was one of those ones when you wake up, you can't actually open your eyes. It's so bad. So obviously when you get something like that, you have to chuck away all your like eye products. I mean, luckily at the time I wasn't particularly wearing eyeshadows and things that much. But my mascaras and eyeliners, I tended to sort of dip between favourites. So I was chucking about 6 or 7 eyeliners maybe, because, you know, I just used them, and it was the same with mascaras. Everything had to go. It was a pretty traumatic experience, I must say. But I actually got it after using a different mascara that I would never normally use. And I don't know, I mean, it was all sealed, it was perfect, and everything was fine. But I will not buy mascara from that brand now. I'm not going to say what one it is because I know a lot of people love the brand, but I will not buy mascara from them. I'll buy other things, I just won't buy mascara. Where is my mascara? I'm using the False Lash Effect Primark one. But yeah, so that is the only stuff I won't share. I'm quite happy to share everything else. It doesn't really bother me. Sorry, I'm crap with eyeliner. Eyeliner. Mascara. Okay, that's the end of that question side. How do you feel about buying or trading used makeup? Trading, I have less of a problem with, purely because then I feel like you might know the person slightly more. So, for example, one of my friends, she buys so much high-end makeup and then never uses the stuff, that she'll often message me and be like, oh, you know, I don't really like this. Do you want it? Blah, blah, blah. And I am always happy to take on makeup. Like I said, the only thing I won't take on if it's been used is mascaras or eyeliners. But I'm quite happy to take on everything else. So that doesn't bother me. Buying used makeup I'm a little bit more wary of. Purely because I don't... Like people on Depop. I have really, really considered buying some Jeffree Star bits. But I'm a little bit scared that obviously I don't know the people, so I don't know what they've done with their product, stuff like that. I know it's a bit funny, and maybe I need to just get over it, because, you know, you can buy so many awesome things on there. So, I don't know. I think because I don't know the person, I'm a little bit more worried about buying makeup off of them. But I've seen so many people get so many cool things. Pink Poodle 2 actually gets some friggin' awesome bits and bobs off of Depop. Yeah, so maybe I just need to take a leaf out of her book and just think, if I want it, just get it, because it's fine, sort of thing. And she's never had any problems, so, you know, maybe it's just something I should look into and just get on with. I'm just going to use the Day to Day Glow palette. I'm going to use the white one for inner corner highlight, and then I'm going to use this pinky one across my cheeks. The next one is, how often do you declutter makeup? Never. Never is the simple answer. I might occasionally use something and think, no, I really don't like that, that's got to go. But I don't actually sit and declutter. Sounds really bad, doesn't it? But yeah, I won't actually sit and go through my makeup and get rid of it. I need to declutter my makeup brushes, but at the same time, I also don't want... Look at the glow. I also don't want to get rid of anything because I love everything. I mean, my other half actually said to me the other day, he was like, you're actually getting in more makeup than you're having a chance to use. And, I mean, he is right. I get so many products in these beauty boxes each month that I don't actually get around to using. But I'm not giving them up because I love them. So he is just going to have to deal with it. He hates it. But, you know. Okay, so that's my face done. I don't know whether to put any... Oh, I haven't done my eyebrows, have I? So this is what happens when you have a messy dressing table. You can't find stuff. Is it in here? Okay, eyebrows we're going to have to go without today because I can't find it. I might just brush them down though with a spoolie. Just to tidy them up a bit. Because I do have quite crazy eyebrows. Even though there's not many of them, they are quite crazy. I don't pluck or do anything to these eyebrows. They're just as they are. What's the next one? What products, if any, do you hoard in your purse or bag? It's definitely lip products, because I tend to put one on and then I will be like, just shove it in your handbag. Like, you can use it later. So I'm just going to straighten my hair. So yeah, I shove it in my makeup bag and then get my hairbrush, bear with. Yeah, I shove it in my handbag and then I think, oh, I can reapply that later, and I never do, and then the following day I'll use a different one and not take the previous one out of my bag, because I'm useless like that. Really useless. Actually, I don't know if it really needs straightening, does it? I might just tidy it up a little bit. But yeah, I definitely hoard lip products in my bag. Purely because once I've done my face, I don't tend to take any face products out with me. I don't know, I just don't. So yes, definitely lip products. What is your least favourite step in your makeup routine? For me, it's probably bronzing or eyeshadow, because bronzing, I sort of feel like if I do too much of it, I've completely specced up my face and there's no way to get it back. And it's the same with eyeshadow. If your eyeshadow goes wrong, it is fixable, but I also feel like there's no coming back from it either. So you kind of, in a sense, have to accept the fact you've ruined it. I've got like a hair on my face, I can feel it, but I can't find it. But yeah, so it's probably bronzing or eyeshadow, just because so much of that can go so wrong. But I suppose if you put too much highlighter on, that can also go horribly wrong. There's so many things that can affect it. But yeah, I would pick those two, to be honest. What is your worst makeup memory? I don't know if I actually have one. I suppose everyone's worst makeup situation is if they get upset and it runs, and there's nothing you can do about that. Especially if you've tried to hide the fact you're crying, there's no coming back, because everyone knows that you had a full face on before, and now you look like a slightly messy panda. Okay, I think my hair's done. But yeah, I don't know if I actually have like a worst makeup memory. I don't know. I'm actually gonna put on the Sexy Mother Pucker lip gloss in Bare Enough. Just looks like this. I think this is, yeah, this is a plumping one, isn't it? I feel like my face, I'm using a foundation that isn't quite the right colour. But yeah, I don't think I actually have a really bad makeup memory. It smells like chocolate orange. Does anyone else think this smells like chocolate orange? I think I've only just noticed it. But yeah, I don't think I actually have a really bad memory that's makeup based. I mean, I know when I got conjunctivitis, I'd obviously taken all my makeup off the night before, woken up, and my eyes were just like crusted together. But you know, you always wake up and you get that like little bit of extra like eye makeup gunk that you get in the corner of your eye. That was like everywhere. It was so disgusting. And I had taken it all off the night before, so there should have been not a lot of product there. But yeah, that was a pretty horrific experience. And because I tend to wear makeup nearly every day, for me to have conjunctivitis for 3 weeks, not 3 weeks, like 3 months, and not be able to wear any, because it was that kind of conjunctivitis that would go and then come back. So you couldn't actually get rid of it at all. But yeah, I don't think I have a particularly bad makeup memory other than that. Because I love my makeup and I love wearing it. So when you can't wear it because your eyes are all gross and it doesn't matter what you use, that's kind of pretty traumatic for me, I would think. I think that's all I've got. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the Get Ready With Me, and I hope you enjoyed my makeup mess tag. Thank you ever so much, Charmed Wench, for tagging me in it. It has taken a little bit longer than I wanted it to, so I know a lot of people have already done the tag, so I'm not going to tag anyone. But if anyone wants to do it, then go for it. You definitely should. So yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Enjoy your weekend. And I will see you Monday. Take care. And yeah, you should definitely like and subscribe, because why not? See you later. Take care, guys. Bye.